Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing my Black Friday pickups for 2016. I have a lot, so I'm going to try to get through them fairly fast. But the only reason I didn't do this on Black Friday or before Black Friday, or like shortly after Black Friday, was because most of my shopping this year was online. So I had to wait for a lot of the stuff to come in. I had some of the stuff sent to where I live out at school, and then I had some of the stuff sent to my home, my permanent address. So I didn't want to have to deal with making different parts of the videos. So let's just get into this. So first off, I'm going to do the two DVDs that I got. I got these at Big Lots. So this is a movie called Mockingbird. So this, I think this was on Netflix at one point, because I vaguely remember watching it. But it looks creepy with this John Wayne Gacy type clown. So basically it says if you stop recording you die. And it's from the director of The Strangers and the producer of The Purge and Paranormal Activity. So those are all fairly good movies, so I figured I would give it a shot. So then this one, I don't know exactly why I got it. It definitely looks interesting. It was only like $1.88 or $2.88 at Big Lots for Black Friday. But this is called Broken Saints, and it is an animated comic epic. And it's like really weird how it opens up. It opens up like this, and then the thing slides out, and it comes with a bunch of stuff, and it comes with all the discs. But I thought it was interesting, and I figured for either $1.88 or $2.88, I could get it and give it a shot. I've never heard of it. At first I thought it was Boondock Saints, because that was the only one I had ever heard of. But it's not, so don't make that mistake. But I figured I would give it a shot. So now let's go on to my stuff I got. So these are three things, and I was ecstatic when I found out that I could get them for ridiculously cheap. So the first one is the complete first season of the originals on Blu-ray, and then the complete first season of Arrow on Blu-ray, and the complete first season of Gotham on Blu-ray. So I ended up picking those up for less than $5 each. And I believe it was through Jet.com, if I'm not mistaken. And they were having some sort of sale on them, and they were less than $5 each. I think the originals Blu-ray for the entire season was about $3, and then Arrow was about $3.50, $4, and Gotham was like $2.30. I was like, what the heck? I cannot pass those up. So then on to, this was from Target, and this is Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters. I went and saw this in theaters. I really enjoyed it. So, and it was like $9, so I picked that up. I picked up The Forest, and there was a girl at my school who found out that I liked movies, and she was like, have you seen this movie? And I said, no, I haven't. And I was like, oh, I'll try to watch it. And then every time I would see her, she'd be like, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? I'm like, no, I haven't watched it yet. And in my defense, I tried to watch it once, and the Wi-Fi was really acting up, and I couldn't watch it, and then I just didn't really have the time to watch it. But now I own it, so hopefully I'll be able to watch it sometime soon. So then I have the new Fantastic Four movie with this like holographic cover. I definitely have heard terrible things about this. I usually like to judge things for myself. So, and again with in my last video, I talked about getting on like the superhero kick. So I figured I'd pick it up. I liked the original two, with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba. So I figured I would try that one out and see how it is. So then I also have Ex Machina, which I have also heard really good things about this, but I haven't got a chance to check it out yet. Then we have Everest. I think that any movie about Everest, like Mount Everest, or climbing mountains in general, is really cool, so I wanted to pick this up. It's got a big name cast, and I figured I would give it a shot. I've also heard really good things about this movie called Eddie the Eagle. If you don't know, I have like a slight obsession with the Olympics as well, and this has to do with ski jumping, and ski jumping is one of my favorite events to watch at the Olympics. So I figured I would give this a shot and kind of fill a void in my life since the Olympics aren't going to be around for another 2 years. So then we also have Dracula Untold. I was supposed to get this 2 years ago, I think, for Black Friday, and they ended up canceling my order just due to not having the stock of it. And now I finally got it on Black Friday. I was happy. So then these next two are Insurgent, so the Divergent series Insurgent, and then the Divergent series Allegiant. And I haven't watched either of these, so I figured I would get them. I have Divergent, so I figured why not. Then we have Deadpool. Deadpool is one of the DC characters that, or one of the, not DC characters, sorry, don't kill me yet. One of the Marvel characters that I really like. I went and saw this in theaters with a couple of my friends, and Deadpool is hilarious, and I just love it. And I was very surprised when it came to me and it had this like Christmas packaging on it. And I'll read this to you, because it also came on the inside with a little Christmas card. So you open it up and that's one side and this is the other, and it says, "A holiday riddle. What is the difference between me and the other guy in a red suit? Santa only comes once a year. Best wishes from your friendly neighborhood pool guy, Deadpool XOXO." Okay, so next up we have the 10th anniversary of the Da Vinci Code. And I have I have Angels and Demons on Blu-ray, and now I finally have the Da Vinci Code. And then I'll have to get the new one, Inferno. So, then we have Crimson Peak, which I also haven't heard very good things about this movie. I have yet to watch it, but I have a friend who really wanted to go see it when it was in theaters, and we never got a chance to go see it, so I bought it with the intention of watching it with him. So hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. Then I got The Conjuring 2. I have yet to watch this one as well. Well, most of these I haven't watched, so that's just be forewarned. But Conjuring 2, everyone said the first one was super scary, and I didn't really think it was that scary. It was pretty good. The Ed and Lorraine Warren, I used to watch, I don't even remember what they were. They were like ghost shows though, I think, and they used to have them sometimes go and host on it, so that was one of the, so I know them. Then we have The Boy. So this has the Lauren Conan from The Walking Dead in it. She plays Maggie. and this is, I haven't watched it, but from what I have seen in the trailers, because I did watch the trailers, it's about this couple who either their boy dies or they can't have kids, so they have this little doll, and basically the doll kind of comes to life. So it kind of has Child's Play feels to it. So this was another one of those TV series that I was able to get super cheap. This one wasn't as cheap, but I believe it was like $6 or somewhere around there. But this is Bates Motel Season 3. I love Bates Motel. I got behind on one of the seasons. I'm not sure if it was this one or Season 4 that I only was able to watch like the first episode, and then I forgot that it was on, and by the time that I was ready to get caught up with it, it was off of on demand, and I haven't been able to get caught up with it lately. So hopefully this break I'll be able to get caught up with it, because I'm pretty sure that the new one comes on sometime next year, and well, the last season. So then we have As Above, So Below. This was actually a really cool movie. I enjoy movies that have to do with the catacombs. I think the catacombs are super cool. So I figured I would pick it up, add it to my collection. So then this one I got from Big Lots. This is also a Blu-ray 3D, and it's a Monster in Paris. I haven't watched all of this, but I've seen probably about half. I've been trying to. If you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. I know that for sure. It's actually a Shout Factory release. So, it was alright from what I had seen. I haven't seen the ending, so I'm not 100% sure. So then we have The 33. So this is a true story about the Chilean miner collapse, like the mine collapsed, and 33 Chilean miners were trapped inside of the mine for, it says on the back, it says for 69 days. So they were trapped inside for 69 days, and then, so this follows their story. It's got Antonio Banderas in it, James Brolin, Lou Diamond Phillips. Those are the only names that sound familiar, but that is, I mean, I think my mom said she tried to watch it and it was kind of boring at the beginning, but I need to sit down and actually give it a shot. So I did actually also, I saw this one in theaters. I really, really liked it. This is 10 Cloverfield Lane. I was happy to pick it up on Blu-ray, and it was just a good movie. Actually, John Goodman is an alumni of the college that I go to, and I was very highly disappointed because, speaking of John Goodman, he gave they have this thing called New Student Convocation, and they always bring in somebody to do it, and that starts at the very beginning of the year. So the year before I went to school, John Goodman was the New Student Convocation speaker, and I was highly disappointed. I really wish that I could have met John Goodman. Well, not met him, but at least been in the same area as him. So then we have this is a steelbook of Skyfall. So that was pretty cool. They had it on it was like $7, I think, so I picked it up. I am not super into James Bond, but I figured I would get it, give it a shot. And then we have The Fifth Wave. So this has Chloe Grace Moretz in it. It's like an alien feature from what I understand. I figured I would give it a shot, although a few people that I've seen don't really like it. So then I also got, again with the superhero stuff, this is Xmen Apocalypse, a nice little holographic slipcover. And I haven't watched this one. I was supposed to go see it in theaters with one of my friends, but plans fell through, so I wasn't able to pick it up. Or, well, I wasn't able to go watch it. So then This is kind of an upgrade to the Blu-ray that I already had. So I had the 3D Blu-ray of this. Well, I had the DVD that I got a couple Black Fridays ago. And then I got the Blu-ray 3D of it probably last year. And then this Black Friday, I was able to get, this is a nice little lenticular cover, kind of. The Tin Man's hand moves. But of the Blu-ray 3D of the Wizard of Oz. And this one has, I don't even know, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs, and it also comes with a little picture book so that you can, I guess, look at the pictures of it. And here, I'll show you some of the pictures, some of the stuff that's in it. I believe it was a Target exclusive, but I bought this at Big Lots, and it was only $8. So that was a pretty good pickup. So this is also, I've heard mixed reviews on this. This is The Witch, and I had a friend that went and saw it in theaters, and he really liked it, and then I've also heard people that don't like it, so I need to check it out and give it a shot. So then this is The Visit. I picked this one up. This one, I wanted to go see it in theaters, and then my brother spoiled it for me, which after he told me, it was like, oh, of course that's what had happened. And then I watched it on HBO or Cinemax or Showtime or something, and it was alright. Then I picked up Victor Frankenstein. I had never really heard anything about this. I remember hearing that Daniel Radcliffe was going to play, I think he plays Igor. And yep, he plays Igor. So I had heard that he was going to be in it, and then hadn't really heard anything else about it. So I figured I would pick it up. It was $6, I think. So I wanted to check it out for myself. So then we have the unrated version of Trainwreck. I really wanted to see this when it was in theaters. I think Amy Schumer is hilarious. I'm not like a super dedicated fan or anything, but I had watched probably like the first season of her show Inside Amy Schumer, and it was pretty funny. So then we have a movie called Tracers, and I don't even really remember hearing about this movie. Apparently it's like a parkour type movie. Taylor Lautner is in it, and he is playing this person who gets mixed up in this like parkour gang type thing. So we will see how that goes. So then I've also heard really good things about this. This is Southpaw, with Jake Gyllenhaal and Rachel Adams, and I've heard very good things about that, and I'm excited to actually sit down and watch it. Then I got this at Big Lots, and it was only like $1.88 for Black Friday. This is an upgrade to my collection, and this is Slumdog Millionaire, which I actually do not even know if I've ever seen this movie. I know it was nominated for an Academy Award, and I think it like swept a couple categories in that whole Academy Award cycle. So I figured I would pick it up, and hopefully I'll be able to finally watch it. So then I picked this one up, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I heard that it's kind of like I don't even know how to describe it. Not necessarily a comedy, but it's got a little bit of comedic elements in it. I like Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller, I feel like, is a lot funnier than Adam Sandler. I think Adam Sandler has a lot of like really his humor does not attract me. I don't necessarily like it. And then Ben Stiller, I feel like is a better person. I feel like they always get compared to Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler because they kind of look the same, and I don't know. Then I've also heard good things about this, either good or bad. I don't know. Some people don't like it, but this is The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, the movie where his first Academy Award was won for this movie. So we shall see how good it is at some point. So then, my last video, I did The Purge, and I was able to pick up The Purge Anarchy and The Purge Election Year for Black Friday. So now I have all the Purge movies. I'm excited to watch them. I think this one is going to be pretty good, and this one I've already seen, and I did like it. So I was happy to be able to get those. Then I picked up Pixels, and oddly enough, just talking about hating on Adam Sandler, I actually enjoyed this movie. I mostly got it because of the whole like 80s video game type things, and I wanted to see how they were going to do that. And I ended up sitting through it and watching it and actually enjoying it for the most part. Then this one has a really cool lenticular cover. And I kind of watched it, kind of didn't. I was sitting in a room watching it with a couple other people, but then there was other people in the room. Also, they were doing other things, so there was a lot of distraction going on. But this is Now You See Me 2, and it's got this nice little lenticular cover. And from what I watched, it was a decent movie. There was a lot of like, oh my gosh, he's that, or wow. So there was a lot of kind of like shocking things that people don't necessarily expect, or at least I didn't expect, because I had called a couple things before watching it, and like as we were watching it, and they had a couple flashbacks, and I was calling some things, and it turns out that some of them were right, some of them weren't right. So that was that. And then we have No Escape, and this has Owen Wilson and Lake Bell in it, and Pierce Brosnan. I remember seeing trailers for this, and I wanted to see it. It definitely looked interesting. And then this one I've also heard really good things about is Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal in it, and Bill Paxton is in it. I like Bill Paxton. I've liked him since the Twister. Then we have, I'm going to try to speed through these. We have Neighbors 2. Haven't seen the first or second one, but I've heard that they're really good. This one is Me Before You, and I've heard that that was pretty good. There's a storyline in there that kind of interests me that I wanna know a little bit more about. Then we have Macbeth. Macbeth was a pretty good like Shakespeare play. I had to read it, or I read it in high school, and I figured I would see what the big screen treatment did for it. Then we have Lights Out. I don't know if I've seen the trailers for it. I don't know what the people are saying about it. I didn't really follow along with that one, I guess. Then we have The Legend of Tarzan. Tarzan came out around the year that I was born, so I grew up with the animated movie. I figured why not try a live action and see what that is. This one is one that I really like, and this is Krampus. I don't know. It's not a perfect movie, and it's supposed to be a horror comedy, and there weren't that many comedic elements of it, but I really enjoyed that movie for whatever reason. And then we have Independence Day Resurgence. I have not watched this one yet either, but the first Independence Day was classic. I've also heard that this wasn't very good, so we'll see how that turns out. Then I also picked up The Host, and that I remember was supposed to be a good movie, or supposed to be, people were like rushing to go see it because it was written by the director of the Twilight Saga. So we'll see how that one turns out, because I don't remember what people said about it. Then I picked up the Quentin Tarantino film, The Hateful Eight. I don't know much about this one. I just wanted to pick it up and see how... It was also only like... It was super cheap. Then I was able to pick up the third season of Hannibal. If you've not watched Hannibal, check it out. It is really good. And then last but not least, we have The Green Inferno. This was an Eli Roth film. I wanted to go see it in theaters. I told my friend to go see it with me, and he was like, that looks stupid. I'm not going to go see it. I watched it. It was alright. The ending was not what I expected, but once I thought about it, it made sense with the entire plot of the movie. So that is it for this really long Black Friday DVD and Blu-ray collection update. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Write in the comments whether you have seen these movies, what you think of them. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Bye.